Are you a woman over the age of 30 or in her 40s, 50s, and you're noticing some body changes that are going on? Maybe you've gained weight, maybe you don't have as much energy, maybe your sleep is a little off. We're going to be talking about all of this today. So tune in. And if you're new here, my name is Misty Shaheen, and I have been coaching women in health habits regarding getting their energy back, losing weight, and sleeping better for on and off for about 10 years. If you are interested in this, go ahead and like this video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And let's get into today's topic, because I'm going to go over a number of changes in a woman's body that you will start to notice. If you're over the age of around 35, you may start to notice these, and definitely into your 40s. So I started coaching women on weight loss back in like 2015, 2016. And I have worked with dozens of women, and most of the women that come to me are middle-aged. They are in their 30s or 40s or even 50s. And usually they come to me because they have low energy or they have a really hard time losing weight. But something interesting happened. I started noticing, within a few years, I was noticing that a lot of the women that were coming to me did have some hormonal issues. And so I started studying it. And what is even more interesting is in 2020, I noticed that I was gaining all of this weight. Oh, it seemed like overnight I put on 30 pounds, 40 pounds overnight. I wasn't sleeping well. My stress levels were crazy. I had anxiety for the first time in my life. I had low motivation, crazy mood swings. I was screaming at my kids for no apparent reason. Like the slightest thing would just set me off. I had no energy to get through my day. And I knew something was off, because even though I have been coaching women on how to increase their energy and lose weight, all the things that I was doing wasn't working for me. And I knew I needed to call in some help. I did seek out the help of a doctor that was specialized in female hormones. And so the things that we're going to talk about today, if you have any of these signs, symptoms, and actually I think if you're over the age of 35 or you're approaching 40, you should go get your hormone levels tested. And the doctor that I use, she ended up giving me a test that is called the Dutch test. That's going to be very important. Not all tests are equal, and a lot of doctors in the whole medical field are not very well researched in the women's body and women's hormones, especially as we age. So the first change we want to talk about is estrogen decline. So estrogen is one of the female hormones, and estrogen is the hormone that's responsible for helping us have curves. It helps us, gives us that curvy feminine look that we all love. If you have too much estrogen, then you may notice weight gain. But what ends up happening as you get older is you go through an estrogen decline. And if you're going through an estrogen decline, you may notice changes to your mood, bone density, and metabolism. Another change you may notice is progesterone decline. And progesterone is the other female hormone that is most prevalent in our body. And progesterone helps to, it impacts our mood. It helps bring our stress levels down. It helps calm us down. And if you're not getting enough of that hormone, if that hormone is in a decline or an imbalance, you may notice irregular periods, mood swings, and sleep disturbances. Another change in your body you may notice if you're over the age of 30 is hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism, some symptoms may be hair loss, weight gain, and fatigue. Another change you may notice is cortisol dysregulation or chronic stress. Cortisol is known as the stress hormone. It also controls our sleep-wake cycles. If you have cortisol dysregulation, you may notice fluctuations in your energy levels, weight gain, or changes in your metabolism. Another change in your body, if you're over the age of 35, may be insulin resistance. As we get older, it becomes harder and harder for our body to regulate our blood sugar levels. And the insulin resistance is a cause of weight gain or even type 2 diabetes. You may also notice a decline in your testosterone. So don't get confused. A lot of people think testosterone is only a male hormone. It's actually not. Men and women both have estrogen. We both have testosterone. It's just that women have more estrogen than men, and men have more testosterone than women. But in women, testosterone is the thing that we need to build muscle and maintain our muscle. It also helps with mood, your motivation. So if you're having feelings of depression or low motivation, you might want to check your testosterone levels. And lastly, another fluctuation in the body after the age of 35 is your melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone in your body that is made naturally. And yes, you can supplement over the counter if you're not making enough, but it helps our sleep-wake cycles. So if you're not sleeping well, then you may want to look into your melatonin levels. So I hope this is helpful. I want you to know if you're a woman over the age of 35, going into your 40s, I want you to know that this is normal. This is part of the aging process. However, I do think you should be aware of where your hormones levels are. So definitely go talk to your doctor and get the Dutch test. And also, one thing I want to bring up and why I want to talk about this today was not only have I been going through this the past few years, but a lot of my clients are also going through this. And also, there's just so much misinformation about this stage of life that every woman goes through. Every single woman goes through this, yet not a lot of people are well versed and well researched on what this includes. And we hear a lot about menopause, and menopause is one day. It is the day that after you've been without a period for a whole year, that's the day you enter menopause. If you've gone a whole year without your period. But perimenopause can take up to 10 years before you hit menopause. And so I am still learning about all of this, and in another episode I'll talk about some of the changes that I've made. And actually I did do an episode, you can check one of my last videos, I talked about how I got my energy back. And so if you want to learn more about what some of the changes I made to get my energy back, you can go and watch that video. And also I will leave a link. I have a free PDF download. It's called Energy Upgrade. It's all about how to get your energy back, and includes some recipes and helpful tips, things you can do in your day and in your life that will help you have more energy. And if you like videos like this, you like to learn about the changes that are happening in your body, if you're passionate about, or if you want to learn more about just how to take better care of your body, if you're interested in increasing your energy or losing weight, as a woman over the age of 30, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to be doing more videos like this and I don't want you to miss out.